Welcome to Axel. This is Axel Loaded. This is going to be our advanced class and advanced coursework. My name is Andrew. We're here in Brooklyn. We're here with Lauren and Isaac, who are going to be helping us out today. They've never done this before either. So just like you, we're going to be experiencing it for the first time. So let's take our time. Let's get into these movements. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start with the bar fully disassembled without the actual pins on the insides being apart. So you just start with your bar nice and straight. Everybody, let's go ahead and pick it up. And we're going to be working through our dynamic warm-up very briefly. We're going to start with the arms all the way up tall. The knuckles need to be pressed to the ceiling. We're going to rotating to the side, reach all the way down the leg, like the midline of the bar is going to come to the ankle. Stretching through the outside of the leg, fully committing, coming all the way back up to the top, rotating to the other side. We're going to do 4 total. So reaching down to the outside of the leg, you should feel a nice stretch through the hamstrings and also a little bit in the adductors, meaning the inner thighs. If you want to stand a little bit wider so you increase that stretch, do so from one side to the next. Reaching down all the way, good, and pulling back up to the top. The next thing we want to do is we're going to take one hand, we're going to place it on the index finger on the ring of the axle and put it behind your head, okay? One hand's going to come behind the neck. The opposite hand is going to come lower back. We're going to step the right foot back where my left hand's behind my head. And I'm going to drop the knee straight down to the ground and then drive back up to the top. What I want to try is to keep the knee coming away from the midline of the body, so it's going to go outside over the outer toe. You have 2 more repetitions on this side, keeping that knee nice and even. Last one. Good. And switching sides. Left hand comes behind the head. The left leg steps back behind you. And we're dropping straight down, keeping the knee to the outside and pressing back up once again. You have 4 repetitions on this side. Make sure the knee doesn't cave to the midline. You have 2 more to go. Very nice. Last one. Lauren and Isaac are doing a fantastic job with this. Good. The next thing that we're going to be working on here is a good morning. So we're going to pull the bar behind the shoulders. I want you to act like you're pulling the bar down in to the spot directly over top of the shoulder, hinging forward with one leg, maintaining our balance, and pulling back up to the top. Again, we're feeling stretching through the hamstring and the calf group as we come all the way down. This also is similar to our RDL that we'll get into in a little bit. You can see that sometimes you'll need a little balance check as this is happening. Make sure that the back toe is planted firmly to the ground and the foot is pushing away. We're going to switch legs onto the left side. Keep your core slightly engaged and try not to fall to the midline. You can see I was wavering there a little bit. We want to be nice and flat, keeping both hips even as we pull back to the top. 2 repetitions more. And last one. 2 more things with our warm-up. We're going to start quickly here with the hamstring swing, going back and forth with the bar to the side. We have a little bit longer of a workout today, so we're going to make sure that the body gets good and warmed up. Isaac and Lauren are kicking a little higher than I am. I'm being a little gentle with this warm-up. Now I'm going to take my right leg, I'm going to cross it over the left. Walk the bar further forward. Sit down into our figure 4 squat. We may want to put our hand to the outside for balance. 2 repetitions here. Opening up the hips before we switch the bar to the opposite side and swing the left hamstring. You can reach forward and get some extension in the spine on the way back as we reach behind us and open up. Good. Last 2 and 1. Crossing the left leg over the right. Sitting down into the hip. You may need to adjust the ankle over top of the knee, reaching out nice and wide and coming all the way back up to the top. We're going to do 1 more rep. Good. The first thing that we're going to do is place the bar in the ground. And we're going to start with a linear jump going forward and backwards. Okay? You want to land secure on the front side of the bar and then coming back. So it looks like this. So it's over, back, over. They're going to join. Back, over, back. Good. You want to land in the ball of your foot. Make sure you have good ground contact over the bar. You're going for 4, 3, and a few double time jumps. Ready? Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and bend down. Grab your bar. You're gonna feel your heart rate up, elevated, just slightly. Point your knuckles to the ceiling, and we're gonna come into an overhead squat, separating the floor, bracing the core. So drop, 2, 3. Let's hold here. Up, 2, 3. 2 more. Drop, 2. Sit back in your heel. Make sure that the knees are directly over the top. We're actually gonna get 2 more reps. Sitting back, 2, 3. Heels should be completely on the ground. Chest is up, knuckles all the way to the ceiling. Last 1, 2, 3. Good. Up, 2, 3. Second set of these jumps. We'll go half speed first and then full speed. Isaac, watch your feet this time. 2, 1, begin. So it's over, back. Now we're in rhythm. And we'll do double time. Here we go. A lot of control. 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Nice job, guys. Bar nice and tall. Knuckles to the ceiling. Smiles all around. Deep seat. So 3, 2, 1. Chest up and up. 2, 3. 4 reps. We're going to feel a big stretch through the chest. Good. Hold there and up. 2, 3. 2 more. So it's 3, 2. You want to keep the bar behind the crown of the head. Up, 2. Lauren made a nice adjustment. Last 1. Drop, 2, 3. Core tight and up, 2, 3. We're coming into our loaded section. Take your bar. And we're going to be building this axle with the wheel on top. You have a choice. You can add a 10-pound plate, which is what I'm putting on the top, or you can add a 5-pound plate. If you need to go less than that, that's just fine. You can start with a 2.5, or even just keeping the bar regularly assembled as is. The wheels should be on, and that is your base weight at 11 pounds. Flipping the bar all the way up. Undoing the clip and making sure that that's fastened secure. Good. When you guys are ready to go, we're gonna learn our front squat. But before we get into that, we're gonna start with an axle burpee. So we're gonna hold here nice and firm, and we're gonna be jumping back into a plank. I'm gonna adjust the tempo slightly so that we lower down and we can feel where the core is stable here. So the pace is going to be, when we hold down, we're starting separating the floor, we're jumping back, so it's out, in, to the top, and back down. Ready? So out, in, big jump, back down, out, in, big jump. That's 2. 2 more at this pace. Up. You want to use those engines in the knees to drive up high, lift, and let's double time. So out, in, up, out, in, 2. 2 more. 3. Last one. Good. Pick up that bar. And we're going to come up into our front squat and overhead press. It's going to be a slow pace to start with. 3, 2, 1. So sit, 2, 3. Press on the pace. Drop back down. Sit, 2, 3. Press nice and tall. Again, drop, 2, 3. Exhale on the way back and catch. 4, 2, 3. Press tall, back down. Again, 5. We're doing 8 total here. Press, use your core. 6, 2, 3. Press tall, good. Brace. 7, last 2 reps here. Pressing tall, good. Bringing it back down. Elbows should be forward. Press tall. Last is our standing rollout. Index fingers, and we're rolling out on the beat to a push-up. Out, 2, 3. You can push up or just hold the plank if you need to. Good, let's see it again. Out, 2, 3. Push up or hold that plank and back, 2, 3. 2 more reps Act like you're leg pressing away from the ground and pull 2. Last rep, here we go. Out, 2, 3, down, back up, and pull. Lauren had that modification. Second set of the burpee. In 4, 3, 2. We're going full speed, guys. Here we go. So out, in, up, out, in, 2. If you need to go half pace here, that's fine. 4 more. 5, 6, 2 to go. 7, last one. And 8, nice job. Second set of that thruster. Making sure those elbows are pushed forward. If you want to free your pinky, that's fine. Elbows up. 3, 2, 1. Back in the heel. So drop, 2, 3. Press to the top and release. Drop, 2, 3. Press to the top. Good. We want to make sure that core is tight as we're coming down to the bottom. Press to the top. When you press, punch the ceiling all the way up. Press to the top. Good. Last 2 repetitions here. Good. And 1 to go. Drop, 2, 3. Pressing. Let's go right back into that standing rollout. 4 reps. 3, 2, 1. So it's out, 2, 3. You're pushing away from the ground, holding the plank or pushing, and pull, 2, 3. Keeping a flat back, neutral spine the whole time. Down, or hold the plank stability. Back, 2, 3. 2 reps to go. Nice job, guys. Down, back up, and pull, 2, 3. 1 more. Out, 2, 3. Brace. Good. And pull, 2, 3. Well done. Catch your breath for a second if you need to breathe. We're moving into our next series. This is going to be a clean. So I'm going to stand sideways just so we know that when we are pulling from this hip hinge position, we want to come up, kiss the bar against the hip, and catch firmly underneath the knee. Okay, so you're going to kiss the bar with the top of your thigh as you pull up. So it looks like this. So it's up and release, drop, 2, 3. Up and catch, drop, 2, 3. Here we go. So up to the top, release, 2, 3. So kiss that, nice, and release, 2, 3. So we're making a little contact with the bar. Release, 2, 3. I still want to brace to the bottom with that catch. Release, 2, 3. You got 4 reps. All the way to the top. Release, 2, 3. Good. And making sure those hips come forward, snap them into place so they contact the bar. Good. They want to drive forward first, last rep. Forward and up and back. Now we're going to work on a barbell row. So we're going to hinge forward, and here we go. So it'll be pull, release, pull, release. Again, this is a pretty heavy load. So we need to really brace through the front line and the midline of the core to stabilize. Good. And we have 2 reps to go. Isaac's doing a nice job of keeping a straight head. Last 1. Good. Coming back forward. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to pull into this mountain climber position, and the knee will be coming in and releasing back. Want to make sure those knuckles are going to come down to the ground. If we're feeling really good about this, we're going to move the bar forward or stay where we are. Lauren will stay in position and we'll pull back. Good. 1 more repetition there. You can hear my voice shaking a little bit as the core has to brace actively through this. Knuckles straight down to the ground and back. Last 2, 1. Coming back, standing up nice and tall into that clean. Okay? Hips are forward, head is neutral. In 3, 2, 1. So it goes pull, release, down, 2, 3. Pull, release, down, 2. Spread the floor with your feet. Pull, release, down, 2, 3. Pull, release. If you're strong with this lift, you can add more weight. Pull, Standing, down, 2, 3. Just make sure that back is flat. Release, down, 2. Last 2 reps. Here we go. Pull, release, down, 2. 1 to go, guys. Pull, release, down, 2, 3. Coming back into those barbell rows. And here we go. So reach and down. It's a pull and down. I'm really focusing on pushing my feet out so the hips are working as well as my core. You got 4 more reps. 4. Squeezing to the midline of that back. Last 2 repetitions. 2. Good work. 1. And this time, mountain climbers are gonna be a double time effect in 3, 2, 1. So we're gonna go alternating. Isaac and I are moving. Good. All the way forward, and we'll take it back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Excellent work. The heart rate should be up. You can extend that series longer if you need to. The next thing we're gonna work on right here is a lunge jump, where we're gonna push the axle forward. And we're gonna start with one knee down. The body is gonna come so it's up and switch. So you switch your feet in those positions. Mind your knees. We need to make sure they're not from the midline. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Hand side, up. 2, 3. If you're comfortable, get higher. 2 to go. And relax. The next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna take the axle and we're gonna move it into the javelin position. It's heavy here. Right hand, we're gonna go for short repetitions with the right leg stepping back and a press on the way up. 3, 2, 1. So drop, up, 2, up. Just 2 more reps here until we get to the other side. Good. Switching hands. Left leg, 3, 2, 1. Lunge, press. Keep the axle even over your head. 2 more. And last 1. 4. The last thing we're gonna work on is a full rollout. We haven't seen this yet. So the back needs to be flat. As I'm coming forward, I'm gonna slowly reach the hands out in front of the body and pull back in. When I can no longer hold my braced position, I'm gonna release the knees to the ground. And if I don't need to, we can come in that full rollout and brace hard enough to pull back up. 4 repetitions total. Progression and regressions, however you need. 3, 2, 1. Slow count out. 2, 3, 4, back, 2, 3, and again, out, 2, 3, 4, back, 2. You have to separate the bar the whole time with your hands and maintain your brace. Good. Pull back, 2, 3. Last repetition. If you're feeling comfortable, keep the knee off the ground as long as possible. 3, 2, good. Spin that bar forward. Nice job, guys. That's a hard exercise. Lunge jump, second set. Right foot forward, left knee on the ground. 3, 2, 1. Switch. 2, 3. A little higher if you can. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Left hand grabs the bar this time. Flipping all the way up. Left foot back. 4, 3. Trunk tight. Here we go. Lunge, up. Mind the knee. Keeping the bar as flat as we can. And switching sides. You can feel this. This is a workout for me too. Right, left hand wide. Right foot stepping back on that rhythm. 3, 2, 1. Right, up, 2. 2 to go, guys. Bracing that core. Our obliques are working to prevent us from rolling from side to side. And let's check out their full rollouts. How are we doing? 4 reps. 4, 3. Trunk tight. Here we go. So it's release. 2, 3. Good. All the way out and back. 2, 3. I jumped the gun on the count a little bit. Nice and slow. Out. 2, 3. Nice work, guys. And back. 2, 3. So we're loading and lengthening all the way out. Remember, the knee can come as early as it needs to, but try to make sure they contact the ground at the same time. That means we're evenly loading on both sides. Last one, out. 2. How long can you hold it here? And back. 2, 3. Take a deep breath. The full rollout doesn't require a lot of repetitions, so remember, when you're doing that series, we want to take our time and do them right. The weights come off the bars. We're moving into our strap section. So weights are going to go off, straps are coming on. And the straps live right here. There you go. They don't have towels in Brooklyn. It's the weirdest thing. But we're gonna push through this anyway. Undo that strap. You wanna cover the knurling mark or that ring on the bar with the strap. So pulling all the way over. And I'm gonna help Isaac and Lauren here by being the primary instructor and less of a demonstrator. We're gonna take our tempo. We're gonna put it up just a little bit so we are a little bit more on pace. It'll be on a 3 count with each one of these series. So we're gonna start in front of the bar with our bellies down on the ground and the toes coming down in these straps. Okay, so putting them straight down. And what you wanna do is adjust the strap and adjust your foot so that if you need it to be closer to the bar, like what Lauren's doing, you can zip them and pull them tighter. Now she's nice and snug. And what she's gonna do is she's gonna press her toes straight down. She's gonna lock herself in that plank. Isaac as well is making some adjustments here so he has plenty of room with his feet. And we'll start in a plank position doing our tuck. So the tuck is gonna come into the knee here. Plank, we're gonna wrap our elbows by our sides. Go ahead and lift the knees off the ground. And on a 3 count, so the knees are gonna pull into the elbow, but stop when they get to a 90 degree. Here we go, in 3, 2, 1. So it goes in, 2, 3, release, 2, 3. Again, guys, stay on rhythm there for me, not too far, Isaac. And in, 2, 3. We're gonna get 8 reps here and release all the way out. 4, 2, 3, good. And what we wanna keep is a neutral spine as we're pulling in, making sure that those heels are pushing against the bar, toes are tucked. 2 to go. These are a challenging exercise, so if you need to break and come down to your forearms, do so. Last rep, good. Guys, take a quick break. We call this a Sphinx, okay? So the forearms are down and we look up gently. Realigning the lower back and the lumbar spine, taking a deep exhale before walking back up into the plank. We have our next set of pikes. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So it's up, 2, 3, back, 2, 3. This time you have to really tuck your heel. Good. And then pulling back. If you find yourself pulling one side versus the other, you need to reposition your feet and make sure the bar is square underneath you. Back, 2, 3. Halfway. Your head can tuck between your elbows so we really get that deep core engagement. And last 2 repetitions here. And back, 2, 3, 1 more. Up, 2. We're still in tempo this whole time. Last rep, recovery in that Sphinx here before we get any further. And we're gonna do our walk next. So the hand comes forward. If we're having wrist discomfort, we're gonna be on our forearms. Everybody up in that plank. We're going 4 out, 4 back. 3, 2, 1. So it's gonna go out, 2, 3. Make sure the hips are not walking. Back, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna try for 4 reps. 2, 3. Wrap your shoulder, pack. Good, 2, 3. If you need to come to the forearm, do so. Out, 2, 3, and make sure that hip is nice and even from side to side. Lauren's got a great job right here. Last one, guys. Out, 2, 3. Stay in your brace, and last one. Good, nice job. That's the first part of our 2 strap section. We're gonna come over, we're gonna lengthen the strap out all the way. Isaac, you can take my axle because the straps are a little longer. And we're gonna lay on the back here. Let's take the position so that your guys' heads are this direction and the axles are forward so we can see exactly what's going on. The heel is gonna drop straight down into your loop, okay? And as it's in the bottom of the strap, you can lengthen them out so that we can put the heel in. This is a good demonstration of how to do that. So we'll take the buckle, we'll release it, and now it wraps around the bottom of the foot. Good, and a nice zip should secure us firmly. All right, so now we're gonna lay all the way back with our hands by our sides, okay? Palms are firmly in the ground. And you're gonna lift your lower back 1 inch off of the ground. Keeping that core braced, going all the way across the body, we're gonna pull the heels into there, and it goes pull, 2, 3, good. Release, 2, 3. So 2 things are happening. Lauren's keeping her hips even, and Isaac is pulling a hip up higher and back, 2. These are your 2 different variations on this exercise. You can come all the way up if you need the additional glute support to drive out, or if you're super strong like Lauren, you can keep your hips nice and flat. Good. 3, and they're doing a great job keeping our tempo. 2, 3. Let's get 2 more repetitions on this. 2, 3, good. Release. This is a great exercise for the betterment of the front knee joints, our quadriceps and our patella tendons. This is one of those things that helps us manage the load between those sides. Good. We're gonna pull the bar all the way in, and we're gonna go into a Russian twist for our core to finish off. We're gonna do 50 repetitions. So you're gonna be touching wheel to wheel, and I'm gonna finish up with you guys. We're going in 4, 3, 2, 1. So touch, touch. Good. And this is gonna be a long time to finish out here. Good. After this, we're going double time in 3, 2, 1. You got 20, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Almost done. Finish it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Guys, that's axle loaded. You finished your workout, well done. We hope to see you here again. We'll have a few different renditions in the next couple of weeks.